Hey Erica. Alright, I'm just going to show you real quick how to do this. So once you pulled up iTunes, and if I just want to make sure you did your old phone correctly, so you're going to plug in your old phone, and it's going to do the little vibration thing on the phone, and then it's going to pop up right here, as you can see, and it'll take a second to load. It takes mine a second to load because I got a lot on here. So just wait for that to load. Alright, here it is. Okay, so when you right click, you want to do backup, and then once you do backup, it'll take a second. You'll see right here where it's syncing. Step 1 and 4, step 2, which is it's backing up all the information. I've got a pretty, I've got 64 gigabytes, or let's see, no, I have 32 gigabytes on my phone, so I've got a lot of space, so it takes a little bit longer to back up. But once it's done backing up, it should have all this songs and texts and calls and contacts from your phone. You're going to see right here when it says right here where it goes backup. You want to make sure before you start backing up that it says backup on this computer. You don't have to do encrypt. It just makes it a little safer. And if you do, you choose encrypt, and you can enter a password so that basically all the data is just going to be scrambled up. So you'll have to. The only person who can access it is if you have a password. You don't want any of these options to be selected if you want the full backup. Sync with this phone over Wi-Fi, which means just whenever it's in the same Wi-Fi as your computer, it'll sync your phone. So that's nice after you backed it up. Sync only check songs. You don't want to do that because then that means it'll only download songs that you've selected, which is really tedious and unnecessary. All this other stuff is just kind of above your head, so I wouldn't worry about it. So yeah, it's still backing up. It takes a little while to back up. This is just basically all these squares are selected, so it syncs your calendars, syncs your mail, syncs your contacts. You want all of this to be selected so that it'll give you the full backup. Apps. Pretty self-explanatory. All the apps you want to be on your computer, you can move around the apps on the device on your phone. So basically, like if you have apps that you want to put in one folder, you can click and drag and put them in a folder here, and then choose apply. And yeah, you'll see all the apps here, and you can move the apps around. If I want to move, well, yeah, it's taking a little while because it's backing up so much. You see, you can move the app, you can move between different rows, into folders, all that good stuff. If you want to make a custom ringtone, you can. All the music, yeah, you just want your entire library. Any movies, you want that to be selected. TV shows, I don't have any, so I don't have it selected. Books, same thing. And photos, if you want all the photos from your iPhotos, you can choose that. I don't, because I have a lot of photos in my iPhotos, and I don't think it's necessary. But if you choose that, it'll put it all on your phone. But what we're really worried about is putting it here on your summary. This is the page we're going to kind of be paying attention to. Just waiting for it to back up. Once you've, as a side note, once you've updated your phone, I would check for updates. I'm not sure if you have iOS 6. So once you've done this, and again, we're on your old phone still where it's backing up. You can do check for updates, and it'll download iOS 6, which has the new maps, which is kind of awful actually, but it is what it is. Anyway, so I'm just going to cut through this sync. I don't really need to transfer all the purchases. Anyways, so once that's done, you're going to eject your phone, your old phone. It's going to pop out, and you're just going to plug in your new phone. So I'm plugging in the same phone because I don't have an old phone. Yeah, and then Brandon Ramsey's iPhone will pop back up, which is your new phone. This is the new phone that you're using. Let's see. Alright, once it's up, you can right click and it'll say restore from backup, and you'll choose. It says last backed up today at 2:53. You're going to choose the most recent one, and it's going to be that iPhone. You're going to do restore from that. Obviously, I'm not going to press it because I don't need to, but it's going to do the restore from the most recent backup. So you're going to choose restore. I'm not, because I don't need to restore, but you see where it says choose the backup to restore. This will restore only contacts, calendars, notes, text messages, and settings, not the iPhone firmware, which you don't really need to worry about. Basically, it's just all your contacts, everything that's important, the apps and everything is going to be backed up, all your music, pictures, everything's going to be backed up back onto your phone. The firmware is more technical stuff, like code and more stuff I play with than what you do. So don't worry about the firmware. Just choose restore, and then once it, you know what, I'll do restore just for, actually no, I won't. I don't want to, I don't want to go through that hassle and then end up messing something up on my phone for an unnecessary restore. You're going to choose restore, and then it's going to do the whole thing. It'll look like the backup thing. It'll restore your phone. It's going to download all your old songs and all your old information onto your new phone, so you can do that. And again, once you're done with that, choose like once it's totally restored, everything will be on there. You'll be able to see everything's on there. Background will be the same, all that stuff. And once that's on there, you want to go to check for update and make sure you have the latest version of the software to make sure your phone's running good. And yeah, that should really be it. You should be fine. If you have any problems, just text me or call me, and I'll be glad to help you with anything. So yeah, hope everything's going good. I'm proud of you. I love you, and I miss you. And I guess I'll see you if you're coming home for my birthday on my birthday, and if not, no big deal. I'll see you some other time. All right. Take care of yourself. Bye.